And we're coming to work. We're not coming to play. We're coming to kill, not to kick it. Baby, I got to believe that we're coming. You got to feel that the energy inside of you that we're coming, don't you? You got to feel it that we're going to be there. You got to feel it when you get in that stadium. You better get in there early because time kickoff consumes. Baby, we're coming. Do you understand it? Do you feel that? Do you understand the intensity, the excitement, the adrenaline, the rush that I got right now that I can't wait till this thing kicks off because we are coming. So anybody ask you something about when is he coming back, you say, I don't know, but I know he's coming.
I dedicate this video to Shilo Sanders and for putting in the work, already making a significant impact at the University of Colorado. The first week of the year, they played against the defending running up to the national championship, TCU, who came into this game ranked number 17th in the country. And that's not a small feat, man. That's actually a huge deal. And for a team like Colorado, who went 1-11 last year, Coach Prime in one game has already tied the record for what Colorado had last year. He's starting out great at 1-0, and just off this one game, he is changing that culture around that University of Colorado Buffalo football program. You know, his son, Shilo Sanders, that boy is a beast. And I truly understand why Coach Prime took the job at Colorado. Yes, he definitely had to elevate and rise above and get out of that shaky situation he was at Jackson State. But also, he knows that his son, Shilo, is priming himself up to get ready for the NFL. Remember, Shilo was a Heisman Trophy candidate, or at the very least, a Heisman Trophy prospect last year. And you know the young man is on the right track, because in the conference championship game at Jackson State, Shilo didn't even play. Coach Prime, he wasn't gonna take no nonsense off his son just because that's his boy. No, he showed up to practice 5 minutes late, and Coach Prime sat him out the first half of the conference championship game to let him know you don't get no easy passes in life. There's no such thing as a leeway. You're gonna have to earn for what you want to achieve. And Coach Prime is one of the best examples to do that. Shilo knows that his father is a Hall of Famer. He knows that his father is one of the greatest secondary and special team player that ever played a game. So he truly understands the significance of hard work and perseverance and having that intestinal fortitude and discipline in order to become successful. What I want to highlight in this video is a couple of things. First, from a football perspective, and then from a serious perspective pertaining to us brothers. Let's start with the football perspective. From the football perspective, coaches like Nick Saban and all of those great coaches in the SEC, they getting a little nervous, man. You know, they were throwing jabs at Shilo Sanders, and I remember covering this about a year and a half ago when I made the video. They mad. They were mad that Coach Prime is taking some of those top recruits that normally go to those Power 5 conferences, and he was bringing them to Jackson State and other HBCUs. And salute the Prime, man, for putting TC in the coaching position. And Jackson State is doing their thing. They winning good too. So he may have came to that program at Jackson State in a dilapidated state, but he left his mark and his impact on that program, and he left it in a way much better position than what he found it.
Your opinion of me is not the opinion that I have of myself. You ain't make me, so you can't break me. You didn't build me, so you can't kill me. You know what? God established me, so you ain't nothing you can do to me. I've been a difference maker, a game changer. I've been that guy. So what will change now that I'm coaching? Not a darn thing. But I don't care. And I wish the world thought like that. Youngsters, if you're out there right now, do not give a darn what opinion people have of you. As long as that opinion is not consistent of that of yourself. You be you.
But also with the NILs and the transfer portals, Prime is gonna get them. He's gonna get the best players. He's gonna get them young boys that's looking to work and that's looking for the spotlight and that's looking to hear it from a real brother's perspective. And we ain't talking about just any old brother. This is Shilo Sanders we talking about. We talking about Coach Prime. We talking about a guy who has done it at the highest of heights and who has massively succeeded. So Prime knows what he's doing in that position, and it got these other coaches in these Power 5 conferences, mainly the SEC, a little bit nervous. I'm telling you, if Prime could pull this off in Colorado, and I don't doubt that he will, man, listen, it's going to have a ripple effect from other conferences moving forward. And don't be surprised if you see Coach Prime in about 4-5 years in the SEC. I'm telling you, if he go to like Auburn, Ole Miss, hell, if he go to Florida, boy, I'm telling you, Nick Saban gonna be shaking in his boots, man. But Coach Prime is on the right track because now he got them boys focused and determined, man. And Travis Hunter, he ain't nothing but a young Charles Woodson, bro. Playing both sides of the field. Did y'all see that game? That game-winning interception he had? Man, TCU could have won the game. That boy dived in and got that end note. So he got some of the best young players in the nation, man. And Colorado, just in one game, has changed the landscape of that team. Coach Prime told him from day one, he's bringing his own luggage in his Louis Vuitton. If you ain't here to work, you're not gonna last. And he did what he had to do. He had some top recruits leave, man. They couldn't take the pressure. But he got other young men coming in there that needed that type of discipline, that needed that pressure. And, you know, Colorado got to, tighten up, especially on that line. They got to get a little gritty on that line. But, hey, man, they got to have power offense, and that offense is going to do some numbers. So I'm rooting for Colorado. I personally think they're going to go either 7-5 or 8-4. Either way, if they even go 6-6, Prime has already won because now he's shown that he can win at the top level and he can change that program around. He will. And this leads me to the personal perspective. I have nothing but the utmost respect for Deion Sanders because Deion Sanders is a man who has persevered. Y'all got to remember, this man has 2 amputated toes. So every time he walks, he's walking in excruciating pain. You know, he's limping nearly every time that he walks, but he's still persevering. He hasn't given up on himself, and he has a high faith in the Creator. Man, anytime you got the Most High on your side, you can't lose, man.
I'm going to say something and I want you to hold on to it, all right? Get your cameras ready because this is game. Do not allow my confidence to offend your insecurity. Do not allow my confidence to offend your insecurity because I dress like I dress because I'm confident. I look like I look because he's confident. We walk like we walk because we're confident. I don't even use cologne. Now, somebody asked me, what is that you're wearing? I said, confident.
Coach Prime has been showing that continuously throughout his life. Remember, man, when he was prime time back in the day, when he played for the Falcons, 49ers, and Cowboys, and, you know, the Redskins and Ravens, man, he had that swag. He was flashy. He talked that talk, but he walked that walk. He let that game do the talking for him. And when it was all said and done, Prime Time had a couple of Super Bowl rings under his belt, man. Easily choice as a first ballot Hall of Famer. His confidence, his inner belief in himself, and the fact that you can't bring him down. He continuously displayed, at least to us brothers, that, man, we can accomplish whatever we set our mind to, man. The Honorable Marcus Garvey said it himself. Up, you mighty race, accomplish what you will. Think positive thoughts and then act upon those positive thoughts. Deion Sanders is the best example because look what he has that team doing. That team is being led and guided by a man who has a righteous path, who only knows how to walk in the right direction. And I'm pretty sure Deion has made plenty of mistakes throughout his life. We all have. But one thing I've seen about Coach Prime that I respect, he ain't never gave up. And you can't give up on yourselves, brother. We have to continue to persevere and continue to evolve. Yeah, all the haters was mad at him when he left Jackson State and went to Colorado. But Coach Prime said it perfect. You have to evolve or you stay stuck and then they end up getting rid of you. We as black men, we ain't gonna never get rid of ourselves. Everybody else may hate us, but we ain't gonna hate us. We're the key. We're the ones that have to continue to grow and elevate and mature. And the only way you do that is you have your mind, your body, and your spirit in the right place. and you keep God first in everything that you do, and you're going to see progress. And that's what Coach Prime is showing us on that team. And I pray that that team continues to get better and improve. And hopefully, you know, whether or not they go, I don't know which conference Colorado is going to after this year, but it would be totally amazing if Coach Prime could lead that team to the Pac-12 championship this year. If he does that, then he is literally shut all of his critics up by not caving into all of the criticism, but most importantly, keeping God first and staying focused on the mission that the Most High set forth for him. And that's what we got to learn from the success of Colorado and also the success in our own lives. Peace and love, and may God bless each and every last one of you, and salute the Coach Prime for staying on the right path and giving us a great example of what it is to be an enlightened person and doing things your way, but doing things the right way. 100.